Here we have the S&P daily chart, and this is a little up close. I do want to say that although prices have not broken out of this smaller rising wedge, check it out. We did get a dip below the 80 level on the stochastic. The histogram bar pushed back down. The MACD still remains a sell. And here's that same smaller rising wedge that I was talking about within the larger rising wedge that we have in play. Again, the MACD, there's a huge divergence that has formed. We have the RSI diverging for about a month now. The Russell did break down. We have now a decisive push below this horizontal support. You can see that when prices were going sideways, we weren't sure if we would get a move to the upside or downside, but this is what I was looking for. This is a clear breakdown of this overall pattern. Now, even that, we also have a MACD cross below the center line. It also appears like the signal line wants to move lower as well. The stochastic is oversold, so that would imply that we may get a rally back up at some point just to back test this level. Sometimes, though, prices don't even manage to get that far up, especially when there's a strong downtrending market. This shows you that prices are they're weak, and that the all likeliness is that we'll go lower. And this breaking of the pattern allowed for the DI lines to cross, and you can see that it has even crossed the ADX line, which confirms this downward trend. And now the weekly chart on the Russell is beginning to look bearish. You can see the MACD is starting to curl back down. We've had 2 weeks now of successive lower highs on the histogram bars. The stochastic remains a sell signal. Take a look at the transports. We have the 10 now crossing the 50. Prices are kind of moving sideways to slightly up. This is a crawling type of pattern where prices crawl along the side of the moving average before they give way. Now, it's possible that we can go back up again and test the 20-day moving average, but resistance will be found right at this declining trend line. This is the transports on the hourly time frame, and the reason why I say we can possibly go back and retest the 20 on the daily time frame, and that is because the stochastic is showing that we are fairly oversold, so be on the lookout for that. I mentioned in yesterday's video about Apple and the parabolic move. Again, we have a doji candlestick. We have 3 sessions now of potential topping patterns in Apple. We do not have validation, so it's speculation. The RSI is diverging. We did get a bearish cross on the stochastic, so it's something we'll be watching for. We would need a confirming close below this whole entire range call for a reversal. The euro breaking down out of its rising wedge pattern. Again, rising wedges break pretty violently. We have the MACD cross. The histograms were telling us that a bearish divergence was forming. We've completed that divergence. We also have for the stochastic, and just the inverse happened. You can see on the dollar, out of this bullish falling wedge, prices managed to break the declining trend line. This was a violent push today. This price action was able to complete the bullish divergence on the MACD as well as the stochastic. The stochastic line pushing straight up as well as the signal line. So this is suggesting that more upside is to come. And here we have silver, and the huge sell-off that we had several days ago managed to come back at this support level, so we're going to need to see a little more follow-through if prices want to head south. So far we've kind of been holding up, at least for the short term, at this support area, the stochastic line pointing straight down, which is telling us that prices are favored to go lower. Gold breaking its trend line. You can see that with the past 2 days we have yet to be able to recover this what was support and now resistance. The stochastic line pushing straight down. The signal line still has some room to go to get oversold. The MACD, the negative divergence, has been complete. Everything still remains bearish for this metal.